Oh.
Yeah, you do.
A little bit
Probably
back, just a touch.
don't like that.
No. Oh,
Merry Christmas, you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, I got my Santa beard going.
oh,
Nice.
wow. Look at that. Right on.
It used to be reddish. Now it is whitish.
That happens.
You know?
So
Let's see here.
I have my son's laptop, and because mine screen cracked.
Oh, perfect.
So I've been trying to, I don't know, personalize his laptop for my laptop. So I have to download everything. It's such a pain. And for some reason, it's not letting me open up this app.
It's like a permanent move. You're getting it.
I haven't downloaded it. We got to download.
Got to download Chrome or something.
Just got to download Chrome and then got to download the Mastermind thing. What is it called? Slack?
You make it sound so easy.
I know.
Slack, yeah. Piece of cake.
Treat you like your client.
This is going to be really nice.
You look so serious, Matt.
I do?
It
With the beard, you mean, or what?
Were you guys sick last week?
Wait, what?
Matt,
No,
Oh, last week?
Yeah. You were sick.
no, I think that was.
That was...
I think everyone in Matt's house has been sick.
Yeah.
They've all cycled through it, so I don't even
Monday, I
remember.
ended up having to take Esri to the clinic just to get her checked out because it was kind of lingering, and she'd had a fever for like 6 days, like a low temp, like 100, give or take 100, 101. It was just like persistent. So I thought I'd take her in. And she started getting a little more lethargic and stuff. She was just kind of working her way through it. She's fine. But we just wanted to,
I hate when the kids are sick. It's the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it happens a lot, of course. So, what's that?
I said, hopefully no measles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. No, I think they're all vaccinated for that. The whole vaccination thing is a thing of its own.
Yeah, it is. It needs to be.
But with my wife and her family, we're never going to not vaccinate. They're all about it. So,
Yeah.
Let's stay away from most political conversations.
Exactly.
Do we have to? No, I'm just kidding.
Holy cow. Yeah. I think this might be it for today because Jonathan, I think, indicated he's pretty much out.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting Hoove. I met with him the other day.
You like out or just out this week?
No, just out this for the holidays.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's jumping in. He's jumping in. Or what's that?
I was gonna say, I think Jonathan is out for the rest of the year.
Yeah. But then I think he's jumping in with us, bumping up to the accelerator.
Nice.
Look what Eddie's doing. Do you see these?
Are those nerds?
Nerd clusters.
Those are
nice.
so good. Oh my gosh, those are so good.
You just put a bunch down here.
I eat them in moderation.
No, you eat
They're
them.
evil. They're like
They really
crap.
are evil. There's no such thing as moderation with those.
I know.
They're so good.
Super good.
Accountability for yourself, hon.
No, you're eating.
They're like my mouth is watering just thinking about those things.
And you're eating an apple? That's borderline evil.
They're like, oh my gosh, Oreos, dude.
Oh, okay.
We cannot have Oreos in my house, or I'll just eat them all.
I know I love Oreos.
I just don't get them.
Yeah.
I don't buy them.
I know a couple therapists that could help you guys with your that issue.
Yeah. I don't think any amount of hypnosis or anything would matter. See Oreo, eat Oreo.
We could not break through that.
No.
Oreos are made out of cockroaches, though. You know that. That's how they get the black color.
Ew.
Is it?
That I'm
Pretty sure it's an urban legend, but
going Oreo again. Shit, man.
No, that's the idea.
That's how you get people not to want to eat them. I mean, people drink coffee that was extracted from bat shit, literally. So,
Nope.
you know.
Yeah, we'll do anything.
When I was in Guatemala, about once a month, you'd be drinking a soda, a Coke from a bottle, and there'd be a cockroach in the bottom of it.
From a bottle that you just opened?
Yeah.
Because they rebottle everything. They just refill it.
And I just keep drinking it until that, and they just dump out the cockroach.
Yeah, it's just some protein. Or eat the cockroach.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I meant to pull up.
Now that we're all sufficiently grossed out.
I know. Hey, Ann, I turned this into a checklist just for fun.
So, Ann, how's your? Are you ready? You ready for Christmas?
I am. Luckily, my family does Christmas like in the middle of the month, so everyone can spend it with their families, or especially because both my brothers have kids, so that way they can spend it either with their in-laws or.
That's so smart.
Yeah, it's just easier. But everyone's actually staying home this year, so we already did Christmas, and then I was like, oh, well, I'll just go to my mom's, which is like the next town over. So then my brother texted me yesterday. He's like, oh, we're going to go to mom's after church on Christmas Eve. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be there. And then my other brother was like, what are you guys doing on Christmas Eve? So even though we already did Christmas last weekend, we're doing it again on Christmas.
You guys love each other. That's cool.
Because, yeah, I mean, come on, yeah.
Yeah. Because and this is the first year they're like, oh, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. So we'll just go to mom's. So
where do you live? Where do you live?
I live in northern New Jersey, so about 30 minutes north is the New York State border, and 30 minutes west is the Pennsylvania border.
Right, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah. So about 50 miles east, 55 miles is New York City, and like 60-something south is Philly.
Are you more of a New York person or a Philly person?
Oh, New York. This is the furthest I've ever lived from New York City. I grew up on Long Island and going into the city like every weekend when I was in high school, and then lived in the city for almost 20 years.
I love New York.
It's hard a little bit right now. It's not what it was even just like 5 years ago. It's changed so much since COVID. I'd like to say it's bouncing back, but some places in the city are, some places are definitely not. And some places it's like super cyclical. Like with the holidays, everyone is like, oh, it's so crowded. It's so crowded. And I was like, yeah, were you there over the summer? It was like ghost town still. So it's very cyclical, not like it used to be, which was every day was busy like Christmas time.
So 2 years ago, we were in. My daughter has been living in
Massachusetts,
Brooklyn at the time, and we were there. We got those cool e-bike city bikes from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Went all the way across Brooklyn, across the Manhattan Bridge, and then all the way up through like Soho and past like the NYU, and all the way up to Central Park. And then do like laps around Central Park. It's like 70 degrees. It was so fun.
It was really fun.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a little crazy, you know.
Oh, I bet.
Got Central Park, right?
Yeah, but I love the
city.
I love the chaos.
But going over the bridge was cool. It was fun.
I lived in Long Island City and the Astoria area for a long time, like always in Western Queens. And going over the Queensboro Bridge was, I would do it a couple times a year just for fun, like just walk over it or take my bike. It's just there's nothing like the views. It never gets old.
It's such a beautiful city. Yeah, I mean, it's such a city, and yet there's all this water, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, that was when I lived in Long Island City. And when I lived in Astoria too. I guess I always got lucky. I was always pretty close to the water.
Nice.
And there was actually, when I was in Astoria, there was a Costco with a huge parking lot that was never full, but it was like right up against the water. So you could like go into the Costco and like kind of walk toward the water. And it was like a beautiful view if you wanted to just like sit on the edge of the parking lot and watch, you know, the Hell's Gate Bridge, the Queensboro Bridge, and it was almost like a park.
Wow.
It was like a ghetto version of a park.
Yeah, but that's seriously that's some valuable property there they've got.
Yeah, and it was a huge area. But Long Island City changed, like the Long Island City and Astoria waterfront changed a lot. They started building up on it because New York was trying to get the 2020 Olympics. So all those little secret places that nobody knew about quickly became not secret anymore.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Too many people. That's the only thing. So many people in New York. Yeah, our daughter's now in Massachusetts, kind of in a very rural area, and is completely different. I mean, different experience altogether. Her anxiety has completely come down. You know?
I think you don't, and at least for me, I didn't realize how sensory overloaded you are when you live in the city, because you just become so desensitized to things. Like people, when you're on the subway, people are like this close to you,
right.
You know, breathing your air. Right. And it's just like that for, you know, however many stops you guys are crammed together that close. And, you know, Con Ed drilling at 6 o'clock in the morning right outside. It's never dark, even when your shades are down. It's never quiet. And it was, when I left, it was weird that I would have to get used. It was eerie, like how quiet, how dark. Yeah. And you would never think that, like, oh, this is making me anxious. That, like, why is it so quiet?
Right. No, that makes sense though. I mean, your body just got used to it.
It totally did. And then the first time I heard, I don't know if you guys have like foxes. The first time I heard a fox in the springtime, it absolutely terrified me. I thought it was like a child getting murdered, because that's what it sounds like.
Oh yeah, there are a bunch on a golf course where I go, and they sound terrible.
Well, I don't even know what they sound.
It literally sounds like a child screaming in pain.
Wow.
And I was like, what is that in the middle of the night?
Really? That's awful. Oh.
Kind of.
Yeah. It doesn't sound. Yeah. And it's like, because it does sound human. It sounds human.
Yeah.
It could have been a child screaming.
It could have been, but I since know that it's definitely a fox, because it's shown up on my ring and everything.
Oh, wow. All
right, Matt.
Why can't
reel us in, man.
What's that?
Reel us in.
I found it. What'd you say? You're listening? You ready for some?
Reel us in.
Oh, reel us in. Yeah.
Gotcha. So we're not talking about, you know, foxes, and I've got awful stories I could tell about New York City too.
Me too.
And fun ones.
Sure you do, yeah.
I grew up in Boston, so it's the same way. I'm used to like the smell of urine and like people in my face. It doesn't faze me.
That's funny.
See, but you know what's funny? Like, so I've stopped commuting into the city daily in 22. So moved out of New York in 17. So I don't even like going back anymore. And I never thought that I would leave. And now, just a couple years out, I was like, for a while I was going back a couple times a year, but I didn't go at all. Did I go? No, I went once in the summer, and that was it. This whole 2025, and that's insane. And I just, I don't miss it, and I'm shocked by that.
Yeah, I bet, because it's so much a part of I mean, it so dominates.
It really does. I mean, and that's what when I went to NYU and I would do like freshman tours, we would tell everybody like living in New York has more to do with how you're going to enjoy this college experience than pretty much anything else except your field of study.
Right.
Because if you can't live in New York, then you really can't go to NYU, because even when you're commuting, you're still going there every day. And there's really nowhere that you can commute from daily that you're going to be so far away that you'll be like removed from the city.
Right. Sure.
Did we tell you that our daughter was at the Tisch School and she went to NYU? She was an actor.
Oh, no way. No, you didn't. But yeah, I had my roommate for my freshman and sophomore year. She was in Tisch. It's a great school. But if I had to do it all over again, I could not move to the city fast enough. And I probably didn't need to go to NYU. I should have just moved to the city and saved a ton of money. Because that was really what I wanted more than anything else. I did. I played soccer for freshman and sophomore year.
Nice.
Yeah.
But NYU is many, many things, but a sports school is not one of them.
Oh. Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's D3 and it's
Oh yeah. So no sports scholarships.
No sports scholarships. So which was cool because when I stopped playing soccer, they couldn't take my money away because they give you, what do they call it? Like academic based. Everyone on the team had an academic based scholarship.
Even
if they sucked at school.
I played basketball at Harvard, and it was the same way. It was like just a step up from a high school team.
Yeah, there's just some schools just don't need sports programs. They just have them because.
But they've actually gotten really good now in the last
I was going to say, isn't Harvard make the tournament a few times?
They have, and that Jeremy Lin. I mean, they've gotten good. So.
Jeremy Lin, yeah.
Jeremy Lin went to Harvard.
Yeah, I don't think I could have made the team now. This is Ralph, you guys.
Try not to picture Ed in short shorts.
Yeah, back in those days.
It was just Michael Jordan was just kind of starting out, so our shorts were getting longer.
They were starting longer. Yeah, John Stockton.
Yeah, those looking back at uniforms back in the day, they were just. Were we talking about this, Matt? Like, why did women's college basketball have knee pads in the 70s? Like, no reason.
Just protect those frail women, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if you want to look at Larry Bird and those guys, their shorts were so short. They were
yeah.
Yeah, and the material didn't look comfortable. Like, it looked like they had a zipper.
Yeah.
Whew. Wow. This is some good stuff.
Yes. This is
our live Facebook audience, our gigantic live audience is really soaking this up.
We're right on task this week for sure.
Yeah. This is a good week to just be like, whatever. Okay. Here's how we'll jumpstart this. I do want to do one thing. So we didn't end up meeting last week. Let's go and just look at our little progress tabs and see how we're doing on this stuff. Right, so I feel like everybody did well on this. I think it's a hunch. Ed, I know you did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
what would you say here? Yes or not so much?
It is launched.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
I need to earmark it to actually listen to it. Is it on Spotify? It's on Spotify, right?
Yeah, it's not the really good one. Well, I mean, it's good. It's the one about couples therapy. But I do with another guy. But I just started my own that I haven't published yet. So I guess I've I'm a double winner, Matt, because I restarted the old podcast, and well, they're both old, so I restarted 2 podcasts.
A little overachiever.
Oh, you started old ones too?
Yeah.
Or is that one of the ones that you did was?
Yeah, like one of them was taking the audio from one we did like a year and a half ago and
Gotcha.
putting it read together and then putting it on Buzzsprout.
Okay. Nice.
But I did tell Matt's going to be on my podcast. Candace.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. Let's do it.
Maybe I'll ask you one of these days too, Ann.
Ooh, get the whole. There we go. Sue Johnson.
That's it. Free flow.
Perfect.
Free marketing for free flow.
Nice.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, I love doing podcast guessing. That's actually like a primary strategy of mine. I just haven't executed it very well lately.
How much could I charge you to have you on my podcast now?
Yeah. That does happen.
That happens a lot. When we were doing outreach for it, it's like, sure, totally. And then when we would check reviews, it was like, don't do a podcast with these people. They charge you for it.
Wow.
Yeah. Unless they're actually getting results, then it could be worth it. But
I get it. Like, yeah, if you're promoting a book or whatever, it makes sense.
Yeah, right.
And exactly. if it's something that could actually help, sure.
Yeah, marketing budget.
Like we are so exposed to any kind of negative feedback because anybody can do it and they just plop it out there and it is alive.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. How'd the other two of you guys do? Candace, did you do research?
I've been kind of doing research off and on. And it's been a few days since I did that. But
talking about yesterday.
What?
With Susan, that was research.
I made the response thing very binary, but we could put a third one in there that was like meh.
Working on it?
Like sort
of. Oh
Yeah,
right.
So Matt,
but
you hear what Candace, the conversation that Candace was having with her nieces yesterday about our project.
We were having, they're all adults, so they're not little.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are not married, divorced, or one never married. I shouldn't say never. She's like 40, I think, or so, and hasn't married. But what did they say? This was,
well, first of all, they just talked about how much none of them like had
some of them don't even go to
not that they
dating sites.
They didn't hate the sites, that they won't even do it. They're like so afraid and so opinionated about stuff they know nothing about.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a lot of assumptions, which I get. I mean, I remember it's, I think that's what it was like when we were on like Match.com. Everybody thought it was just, we were crazy.
Really?
Back in the day. But now it's like, I think people are more resigned to just, I don't know. It's almost like they're giving up. I don't know if it's why. I wonder if some of it's social media or it's just too much work.
Well, but
like not dating at all.
Well,
yeah. And I have another gal, one of my clients, she's got like 30 matches or something. And she's like, I can't keep up with this. It's not, I don't, I mean, that's the other side of the problem, right? So,
no, but the cool part about it is that was true, but they also, I said, well, what if you had Candace who was like helping you write your profile? What if you had Candace who was helping you respond to these people? And then what if you had Candace helping you after you went on some dates to give you advice of what to do? And they were all over that.
You should just call it Candace.
No, but they were. It was cool. They were like, really, like you would help us to do that? And I'm like, yes, you would.
So it's more like a service than it is like an app. It's like,
well, I mean, I think it could be an app too, because that's the whole point of the difference in this kind of app would be it's being able to understand some of your attachment wounds, some of your insecurities. Are you anxious? Are you depressed? Are you even ready for a relationship? And I mean, I don't know, just kind of going more of a psychological approach to it all, and then providing resources. And one of the resources could be, hey, do you need help writing your profile? Or another resource could be, how do I handle somebody that's ghosting me?
You go to their house and you knock on their door.
Yeah.
Well,
You just key their car.
That'll work.
Moving
Wow. No, that's how everybody handles it without help.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's part of the problem. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, I think even moving away from the app toward the service, using what we're learning in 10X, you guys, is that Candace and I we're more expensive, so people can come to us for one-on-one, but then we train and hire like love coaches, people who then work with us for us. And then, so there's a different tier of how people can get support. And then the last tier might be free. They'd be in like a Facebook group helping each other. And so it could be this tiered service where we're making money because we're leveraging, kind of like you guys do, I think, but that was just a thought that hit me yesterday. Like, maybe it isn't the technology of the app, but it's the way that we create a service that is also connected to coaches.
Well, and it could also just provide links to dating sites too. I mean,
but what do you guys think about what I said?
About like doing the coaching service?
Yeah, instead of it being like so technology driven by an app, but it would be like a service where there are people who work with us, but they can also work with people that we train and we've hired.
And then we kind of have a matchmaking service.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. It's all over the place. There's so many ways. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, like, which aspect are you thinking about? Like, is it a marketable business? I think that's proven, isn't it? Probably, like, that's been done in various ways. It's obviously a big problem.
Yeah.
Or, there's a lot of people out there that are dealing with that kind of stuff. So there's that. I think, like, for purposes of this, my thought is, like, does it align with who you guys are and, what you're wanting to do and move towards? Then if so, then I mean, could potentially be.
Yeah, right. Because Candace really wants to help people. I just want to make a lot of money.
So that kind of aligns. Right? Yeah. Yeah. And
well, if you help a lot of people, you tend to make a lot of money.
Well, and that's the thing. If we could create a paradigm shift of the whole dating scene. I don't know. This is a big deal, but because right now it's just really hard for people. It's just really hard, and I'm not quite sure what that would look like. There's a lot of different ways, different things we could do, but how could we communicate that this is different, and to look at dating differently, to look at being more hopeful at the very least.
Well, I'd say the way you do this, Matt and I were talking about this with another thing. Candace is like, for you, my advice would be to try to do some writing, get really clear on what is it that is your gift in this. Like, what do you really know? Like, what your experience and what is unique? And there is stuff that's really unique about what you have experienced and know, and then build it from that. Like, that's why I'm kind of leaning away kind of from the technology, is that I just like, it makes me think of you're like this person who could be like in an Indian, village where they have matchmakers, like you're the matchmaker, and then you build a whole group of matchmakers around the country and you train them.
Yeah, but I mean, like this makes me think of AI, because with AI, you can simulate yourself
Right.
more and more. So my thought would be, what you got to do is talk to a lot of people right now, or hear from a lot of people. And so I would be thinking actually like podcast, or some kind of, some kind of thing where you're getting interaction with people, like what you're doing with your nieces, but just on
Yeah.
like do that regularly on a large scale and collect a lot of data.
Yeah.
So like kind of like what Brene Brown did, Ed, like what you and I were talking about the other day, right? She's just like figuring out this
Yeah.
issue, like the topic.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could, from there, I feel like you could unearth the sort of the demand, or start to craft your solution because you understand the problem even better, like more specifically,
Yeah.
Well, I think
and your solution starts to evolve out of that. And as you're doing it in the non-scalable way, you're creating essentially the knowledge base for the AI, which would then be like the tool you use to go massive scale.
I love that. And you don't have to pay the AIs as much as you have to pay people.
I wonder if there's any dating podcasts.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, honey,
I'm
there
sure
are
there's
lots.
about 1 million of them, but that doesn't matter.
But
Like,
I mean, from a, therapeutic standpoint.
There are a lot.
yeah, maybe, but still, even if there are, that's good
Yeah.
because it's validating it,
Market,
and,
right.
and it still has you'll bring your own unique story and your unique take to it. So,
And here's the way this thing would happen, I think,
Yes.
is that you're doing a podcast, or I'm helping you do that, and then you figure out some tools and some things. You have a program, and you're saying AI, but then just because you have a unique network of people, clients, people who know you, and if you handle this right, it doesn't matter that there are 1,000 other podcasts out there, because you're taking these ideas, like Matt said, taking the data,
Sure.
and then it goes, and then suddenly Matt has 6 friends that call you, and then Ann does, and then and suddenly that's the way. I mean, that's the way Brene Brown. I did some study on her. She actually, I always thought it might have been bull crap, but it's true that when she gave that first TED talk, she literally was not anybody. She was not popular at all. She was just a professor at the University of Houston.
Blew up.
Had no books, and it blew up, but it was partly because she did a really, really good TED talk. And then once it blew up, and then she pulled in people to help her like create her whole persona and her online stuff, but she didn't know how to do that. She got other people to help her do that.
Sure. Right. So we should do a TED Talks.
Well, yeah, but TED Talks are hard to get to. We have to figure out. I think you start with your, like Matt's saying, I think you start by getting you used to have a lot of conversation. If I were you, I would start taking notes on every conversation,
Sure.
like you should have a place for the conversation yesterday and write down everything you thought you learned.
Okay.
And then if you have questions from them, you call them up and you have other questions.
I found an app I was using on my phone called Summary AI that recorded in-person meetings.
Ooh, how much that cost, man?
Well, I got the free version. I think you can upgrade if you need to use it more, but
I'm looking that up.
Well, Zoom does that.
It does it like in
it summarizes, actually.
Right, but only if you're meeting virtually.
Yeah. See, this could be just
which you probably would do a lot, but I'm just saying, like, for the ones where you're in person and you're not like over a thing like this.
And it's just like you just literally just click it. You put your phone down, and
then it will summarize and all of that.
Yeah.
It does the same function as like Otter and Zoom and everything. Like it takes notes and transcript and summarization. Yeah, all that.
Cool. Oh,
yep.
Is that my phone?
No, it's mine.
Huh? Oh, we're on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to put it down right now and watch how it summarizes this call.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Okay. So I would say, yes, you did research. Definitely. The other column here we can go back to after Ann and I talk is we're refining our 10x goal,
Yeah.
our actual goal.
Mm-hmm.
Ann, how did you do on yours? I know it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh, I did it. It actually, I have it all right here.
Nice. Good work. Mine was figure out the next item to systematize or automate. And I would say that's an epic fail.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't even remember to go back to think about that. But also, I've been pretty focused on what's happening in the business, which is right now a lot more of like fractional COO work. So it's not very it's sort of systematic, but it's not like a product really. So work in progress,
Yeah, and it's also so different between client and client, like personalized.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. It's not a bad thing either. I mean, it's just kind of been where the focus has been the last couple of weeks. And it is the thing that, like, Anne, was I just talking to you about this? I forget, or was it in the group somewhere? Like, does this business model scale though?
Right.
Yep. Yep.
That's a key question.
So it is a question.
What is that? Does it scale?
Can you take it from one client to 10?
Oh, got it.
Can I do it for 100 people or 1,000 people?
Right.
Not like software where you can for sure.
Like it's hard. Like as therapists, it's hard for us to scale when it comes to one-on-one therapy because it's just us.
There's only so many of you and so many hours in the day, right? It's like it's limited. You can only scale it through money, what you charge.
Or AI, if I could figure out a way to AI myself and people would pay to do therapy with my AI.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
What?
People doing that.
With so it would be like Ed's AI therapy.
Well, Matt, like what would that
That's
look
already happening.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it is already happening.
Really? Like
yeah, on a screen and they're talking back and forth. And the AI has learned who I am, and so the AI will respond and say things pretty much exactly the way that I would.
way. Of course that's happening. Wow.
You can do it with untrained Chat GPT. You can just go in there and start talking to it. But you can train your own coach. Some people have done that where they like say, I want you to become my life coach or counselor, therapist, whatever, business coach. And you have this conversation going, and the further you go, the more it learns, and it just starts asking you questions and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I could say, I want to teach you AI. I want to teach you everything that I know about being an EFT therapist.
Mm-hmm.
And then back and forth and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And over time, they learn to my intonations. They learn how I pause. They learn what I say. It's scary, scary shit. It's like a Terminator.
Yeah, I think right now, like, they're all paid versions, and if you get too close to ChatGPT, if you start saying stuff that's like raising red flags, it'll stop talking to you, and it gives you like suicide prevention numbers, or it says like you should talk to somebody, not AI. If you try to do it like on the free ChatGPT.
Right.
Well, that's what is if our AI was doing therapy with someone, then it would know when they should say, "Whoa, I can't keep doing this for you. You have to call Candace because this is beyond my scope." Is her AI?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
But sorry, you guys. I want to hear from you too. I think the Petersons were dominating here. Sorry.
Oh, well, that was just kind of the update.
Yeah.
Like, how's it going for everybody with a specific 10x goal?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think about.
And it doesn't have to be quantitative. It can be qualitative.
Mm-hmm.
It should be qualitative, really, but.
So this 10x goal, this would be like something that we want to accomplish in 2026, or is it like a BHAG?
No, I think it's more like SMART goal.
Okay.
You know, like a real tangible goal. Not that there can't be a BHAG element. I think if you don't know that, that's a good place to start.
What is a BHAG?
The BHAG is your big, hairy, audacious goal, which is less like a goal and more like a guiding principle or value or like North Star, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like for you, if you wanted to eliminate fear and anxiety when it comes to entering dating.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not an attainable goal, right? But it is like it kind of informs everything you do. Like, would building this app help me to reduce or eliminate dating anxiety? Yes. Okay, then proceed. No. Okay, then it doesn't fit, you know?
Mm.
Like one of my BHAGs is to become the most Christ-like person on the planet.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Wow. That's interesting. Yeah.
I'm the last. But I will. No, I want to hear from you guys. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna stop talking.
Well, it's funny. Anyway, you know, I mean, I think it's for everybody, right? It's like this is a process, I think, of even understanding how to set a goal like this. And I'm in the process myself. I'm not even saying that I have it figured out. Like,
yeah,
I've got kind of a rough draft goal up there, you know. And I actually think BHAG is an interesting place to start. Like, can you articulate what it is you care about doing? You know, somewhat specifically.
Yeah, and I will say mine because I think I came to it yesterday. It is to support the largest number of people across the globe to get clear in their identity and to to live the life that they want to live. I don't know how you say that, but it's like to support the most people to their goals, to achieve understanding their identity, to become as peaceful and joyful as they want to be. And it's like, yeah, so I can't, the end part of it, I don't have the words for it, but it's that I want to support the most number of people to become what they want to be here. So.
Yeah. And the one way we're talking about doing that is for us to bring in other therapists into our practice.
Yeah, looking to hire some folks.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then they, you know, we would be able to supervise some of them if they're not licensed yet. That's one way to help young therapists.
I got it. The word I want is inspire. I want to through myself and then through my own how I duplicate myself for my whatever I do to help inspire the most number of people around the globe.
Oh, okay.
Inspire to good things
Globally.
I mean, it's kind of like Tony Robbins and Brene Brown kind of wrapped into one, like,
yeah,
because I read those people, I listen to those people to get motivated and to get inspired, and I want to do that in my own unique way.
Right.
I love that. Yes. To be able to do it in your own unique way is ultimately what God's created you to do.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's the guiding force behind
Right. I mean,
your success.
That will be the podcast. That will be the book. That will be the therapy practice.
Mm-hmm.
Being a better husband, father, like all that stuff. It all, I think, could fit underneath there.
Yeah. Right.
And I feel better about that then because I'm kind of figuring a way to unhook from this money thing that always hits me, because I do like Money means freedom, you know, a part of freedom, it seems like.
Yeah.
And to decouple that though from these.
Money seems like it does, right? I mean, and in some practical ways it does, but yeah. Yeah, there's a whole thing we could get into there.
Tell Eli he's supposed to walk the dogs.
You guys gonna take the dogs to the field, please?
Thanks.
What's the temperature there right now?
Like 50.
Nice.
Yeah, same here. It was 50s.
Weird.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
How about for you, Ann?
It's freezing.
Oh, no,
Let's see.
I think he meant 10x BHAG, but yeah.
Oh, I was like, no, it is not 50 here. It's like 20 something. Yeah, it's funny because I was thinking this week that I wanted to, well, Matt and I were talking about planning, just like Q1 planning and like next year planning stuff. So I had that in my mind to do this week, just personal stuff. I mean, we weren't talking about it for like personal stuff, but so yeah, I think this week I got to come up with a BHAG and a 10x goal.
Okay.
What would
Me too.
What would it be in general though, Ann? Like, what is like the general idea of it? You think like the direction
you're going? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even sure if I want it to be like life focused or career focused. Like we had talked about a couple weeks ago. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be 10x business.
Right.
And I think I'm leaning it toward it. Not necessarily. And I think part of the reason that I've been, just because I feel like this whole month I've just been doing so much, you know, like just client work, finishing up the year and stuff, that I haven't thought about anything outside work / getting ready for the holidays. So everything else has been like, oh, I'll just deal with it later.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Totally. Not
kicking the can. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, so I'm doing like the stuff that I have to get done, and then anything else is just like a next week problem or a next month problem.
Well, don't you think that could be a theme too, that some people by just personality or temperament would be more likely to be focusing on more business 10x goals, and other people, and maybe too much, and some people might be more on the personal ones too much. It's almost like we need a balance.
Well, yeah. Life continues to happen and stuff gets in the way, and you know, you still gotta do the dishes.
Yeah, and I think and it's almost like when you're so focused on business and then you just like let personal life stuff, like, you know, like, oh, I have to call this person. Oh, but I'll do it like next week or whatever. And then it's like, oh, I got to write their Christmas card. And you're like, oh, let me put a note in the Christmas card. I'll call you next week, kind of thing. So right. I think it almost like, and then you just end up you're like treading water in both personal and private life stuff, because you're not, I don't know. Maybe that is the goal for 2026. Like making sure everything is in their bucket so other things can happen. Not just, you know, staying above water.
Totally. I think for me, I think sometimes I get so distracted and overwhelmed with just staying organized, you know?
Yeah.
And then, trying to figure out a system for that.
Well, funny to say that, because I've thought about that, and I found my own hack to that, but it's very I'm sure it's temperament and personality specific, but it's for me that I've learned, like when I'm doing well, I'm not depressed, but if I'm my usual bubbly, energetic self, I can like put off, like I can like wear the same shirt to work for 6 days, or I can leave a huge pile of clothes in my room, or I can have a huge mess somewhere as I focus on my podcast, or as I focus on something that I think is really important.
Right.
But I think it drives my wife crazy because like I'm not cleaning up the house. I'm like this like Jackson Pollock, like focusing on this. But I think it's part of my it's part of my gift, and I can figure out a way to harness it. Right. It, like the other night, I did my first 29-minute podcast at 2 a.m. morning because I couldn't sleep, and you know it wasn't great, but like I'm just doing stuff. I'm just jumping in. I'm just doing it.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the secret, right? Is to not overthink it sometimes, you know.
Yeah, and just like for me, like getting better. I used to like not be able to be creative if I have a messy desk, but now I just say Einstein had a messy desk always. You know.
Yeah. Okay, have you guys heard about the idea of like the fully outsourced life?
A little.
Where you don't even like, you know, do a load of laundry or clean dishes or anything.
Yeah,
lawn. You know what I mean?
My fantasy. That's my. There you go. That's my BHAG.
A fully outsourced life.
I mean, I've totally daydreamed about that or thought about it. Like, because I don't know. It seems like what if all you ever had to do was the stuff that was the highest value,
right?
And then, and now but then sometimes I think, well, like sometimes there is a value just like mowing my lawn, even though it's not like producing anything except for a mowed lawn. There's something that I don't know that just doing it, you know, itself is kind of good. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But at the same time, there's a bunch of stuff. There's just stuff, and it's easy to stay busy just doing all the stuff, and it's just hamster wheel stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so it's like, where is the dividing line? You know, between like, would it make sense to hire the housekeeper and just like not have to do that stuff? You know, and
for sure.
Obviously, what you replace it with matters, but
I think that's why most people live lives of quiet desperation, is that they never really figure that out, and they just go from task to task, you know, and they just sort of, okay, I guess I got to clean my room today, and then I do this, and they never do what we're doing and never stop to ask themselves, like, what life do they really want to live?
Yeah, because we can fill up time.
Oh my God, yes.
Right, exactly.
Like, it's been scaring me how much Netflix I've been watching.
Oh, I thought that was on your list of stuff to wait. What happened to my list?
I know that was my list, to stop watching TV.
Yeah.
Oh, you went a couple days, didn't you?
Like 3.
Yeah. We've been watching less. We have been watching less.
Not really.
No, I've been watching less.
Football's been getting good, so I've been watching a lot of football.
See, that helps me not. Like when it's football season, I'm like, oh, good, there's nothing on TV. So I won't even turn it on.
Right. There you go.
That's funny. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And the one thing I do think about is I think about like, while I'm sitting there eating nerds and watching Netflix, right? The people at Netflix are creating 10x goals and living the life, right? But like, I'm on the other end of it.
You're building their dream.
They're better. Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, in a way, right? Yeah. Because like Microsoft, like when I'm like, you know, I'm doing I don't know, just that it helps me to think like there are people out there that are like going for it, and I want to continue to be that person more.
Yeah. Well, and that helps to have the goals, right?
Yeah. Excuse me, I'm still cut this. Ted Talk. Ed Talks. There's your podcast. Ed Talks.
I wonder if it's taken. Ed Talks.
No, I called it Ed Talk, because I was going to call it the Ed Cast, but the Ed Talk or Ed Flicks. Ed Talk.
Flicks, that could work too, but if it's video. But dude, Ed Talks. Think about it. I think that's a winner.
Dude,
there's no. Yeah, I just searched it on Spotify. Oh well. Oh wait, there is Ed Talks.
There is.
Is there really?
God damn it.
Too bad. There's
Well,
your $1 billion
Or am I
idea.
just
Flush down.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I was just going to talk about, like, you're talking about money,
Yep.
and one way I like to think about this stuff, like BHAG and 10x goal, is not that you don't put a monetary goal out there. I think you should as part of all this, but to me, it's like it's got to be something I would do even if I wasn't getting paid.
Right.
Otherwise, I just don't care about it enough.
Yep.
And if I could, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
and just trusting that the money will follow. Not that you don't strategize about how to do it well, that'll produce revenue and be scalable. I think that should obviously be part of it. But like, it can't be the driving force. Not for me anyway. Maybe there are some money motivated people who can just they really just function like that.
Right.
But that's not me. I know that's for a fact. That's not me.
Exactly right. Because I think everything we're talking about, think about it. If your 10x goal has to do with in the market, like filling a need in the world, if you do it right and scale it, there's going to be money there. I mean,
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think it's part of this trusting God that if we, like you're saying, if you don't focus on the money, but you focus on the service of it, or I remember
Purpose, right?
I heard Bill Gates say once, like when he was first writing DOS, he had no idea what was going to happen, no idea. And then finally, when they wrote DOS and he sold it, and he realized like there's this huge need, and then he just kept following the need, but he didn't know if he'd ever make any money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Follow the need.
Yeah.
Follow
the
need, and what drives you, I guess. What for you where for you do you find the flow in your life?
Again, what would you do for free? What would you're so passionate. Like Tony Robbins, when I hear him, one thing he's got down is when he talks about what he does, it's so inspiring. He's like, just his voice, he's like, and I just want to get up and do like 100 push-ups after I listen to him.
It's true. It's true.
It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah. The whole, yeah.
He's getting a little arrogant lately, but
it's all right.
Tony?
Yeah.
Is he?
Oh, really?
But like Matt too, like I was saying to you, I before our call, I asked Matt about his because I'm gonna get it, what he would want to talk about on my podcast. And Matt, you said I thought it was brilliant. You said it in like one sentence. You said, I think if I can remember it, you said something about was it see if you can recall it, Matt. What was it when I was like, what is how do you like succinctly say what you're what you're excited about?
The thing that yeah, it was like about helping entrepreneurs primarily, I guess, find their, what did I say?
It was like identity.
Yeah, it was like understand their core identity and how it applies to their vocation.
I think you said it, and how they live it out.
Yeah, like how so matching up how you're spending your time with like the truest part of who you are.
Yes.
Right? Something along those lines. Because it's like why I like working with entrepreneurs is because they're essentially manifesting their identity through a business. Yeah.
When you
who
said
they
that
are comes out in the form of a business.
Yeah. See, when you said that, that just rang true to me.
Yeah.
And so it's like they're really good at doing that thing because it's just ingrained in them, it's a part of who they are. And then they may have had experiences and studies and, done the deep dive to get as good as they can at it, but they are some kind of natural aptitude and tendency towards that thing. So like what you were saying, Candace, like your purpose, your identity, who you are, like what motivates you, what moves you, all that kind of stuff. I think that's the lens you're going to see everything through. So when you're looking at problems to solve, you're going to look at things in that field of view. You're not going to look at aerospace if you're not a rocket scientist, and don't care about that stuff. You're just like, you're not even going to look there.
Right.
You're going to be looking at things already that you're already, that you're interested in and feel like you can contribute to.
Right.
But then a lot of people have those things, but don't know, haven't figured out like how to make them financially viable, or
Right.
don't have the idea that connects it all. So they have that, it's kind of on the side while they do something else just for money.
That's why social workers, we are passionate about what we do, just not a lot of money in it,
Yeah.
That's why learning to leverage or learning to figure out, okay, I have I have compassion for people who want to find their mate and are very lonely,
Right.
How could that benefit the greater good, and what would that look like, how to do it in such a way that I would impact more than just one client here and there,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause you're touching on a bigger problem, like, but you care about it already. Yeah, that's perfect. That's the right idea.
And check this out, Matt. With what you said as your main thing, right? Someone who we might be working with might say just that, and then they'd be like discouraged, like, oh, but so many people already do that, and then I would come back with, no, Matt Dowd or Ann. What's your last name, Ann? Ann
McKinney.
Yeah, Ann McKinney or Matt Dowd have what they bring to that is no one else on the planet brings exactly what you guys bring.
Yeah, it's very unique. Yes, you are.
You guys are lucky that this is remote, because we have a dog that has a gas problem.
Yes, she does.
Oh my gosh,
and it's like, oh gosh.
we were at another house last night, same issue. Some in-laws. It's funny.
You guys, so Eddie, there's Eddie Talks. There are no podcasts. At least Chat GPT says there's no podcast called Eddie Talks. Or how about this? Eddie Talks and Eddie Listens. A little bit too long.
Yeah.
Ed Talks, Ed Listens.
Wait, so there is an Ed Talks already?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
not Eddie.
It doesn't. It might be abandoned. Let me.
But the problem is Eddie doesn't really listen. Eddie just talks.
That's Ed Talks, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's the most recent episode was uploaded in December 21.
Nice. All right.
Oh yeah.
You guys, I really think that this mastermind thing is really brilliant in the way you guys are doing it, because I think that we're asking questions that if we stay at this and we don't just get excited and then not do anything, but we stay excited about this and then keep putting it into practice, and then coming back and asking each other and holding each other accountable, I think 2026 could be amazing. And it could be. I just changed my Apple password to badass 2026.
You just announced that. Now you're gonna have to change it.
No, it's not gonna work. You just went live on.
I trust. Oh, and it's on this. I'm recording the session. Oh, it's going on.
AI just got it. You're screwed. You're gonna get hacked all over the place.
Better change it right now. That sucks.
That's all right. You can add an extra.
That's funny.
Ass or something.
Okay, so here's an idea. Then I feel like with goals, ideas, the BHAG 10x goals, it's like you could think about it until you think you have the one you want, but you might not ever have it. Or we could just force ourselves to put one down and then just start refining it.
Okay.
That's what I would recommend.
Right. Me too. Because just go for it. Try something. Courage and commitment are the first 2 C's out of the 4 C's in the 10X book before you get to the other 2, which I can't remember.
They have
confidence and competence or something.
Yeah. The what is that therapy that we went? The internal family systems also has a list of C's. That's interesting.
Oh yeah.
But we always forget what they are. But I think there's only one letter, A.
I know a lot of them.
Should be action.
Yeah, action. Yeah, action is.
Action without a plan, though.
No, but you jump and then
but,
Then you think later.
yeah, you hurt yourself and then you don't jump the same way again.
No, and no, I
Right.
understand what you're saying. Can I get in past the part that hesitates?
yeah, I wrote this stuff down. Where did it go? I see my little CrossFit note here too, which is like, I think part of this needs to be making it habitual. Like whenever Jonathan's here, we talk about that stuff.
Say that again, Matt.
Well, I'm going through my old notes, and it's like my CrossFit analogy is kind of, it's what I always go back to when I talk about what I want this community to feel like. Not in the obnoxious way that CrossFit can, but
Right.
like in the way that if you compare it to a gym membership, it's like you can get a 24-hour fitness membership or whatever, right? And like go at 2 a.m. by yourself, or whenever you want to go work out. If you're the type of person who's disciplined and you're going to do it, I'm going to go 3 times a week. I'm going to do it. Headphones on, in the front, in and out. Don't talk to anybody, but you work out.
Right.
Or you don't. If you're like me, you have a membership and you go sporadically,
Right.
Or you can join a CrossFit community, essentially, where there's multiple things happening. You're buying into a philosophy and an approach and a community that has a culture and a language and a set of ideals and values that they hold each other to. And, and like you agree, you're basically making an agreement to like make this, to shift your lifestyle. So it's a lot more holistic, you know what I mean? And so that's my vision for the Mastermind, the Accelerator, like Free Flow Nation in general, is that it's people who want to change by making the holistic change of who they hang out with, what they talk about, how they talk about it, how they think about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? The language that we use, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking of like, I don't know every way to enact that, but that's the type of thing that I want to see happen, if that makes sense.
It does.
So I'm trying to find the 4 C's, but I can't find my notes on it. But anyway, so it's like, I think this, leading with action, like Ed was just saying, and doing things that are uncomfortable are a big part of it. So like writing a BHAG and a 10X goal, even if it's really not the one you're going to end up with, is just a good exercise.
Right. Okay. All right. So maybe a 10X goal for me. Ooh, this scares me to even say it.
Awesome.
There you go. That's perfect. That's a good indicator, right?
I would like to do a TED Talks.
Nice.
And what about? I don't know, but
okay.
Yeah, that wouldn't be an EHAG though, because that would be the TED Talk is a step to get to something.
Well,
right?
TED Talk would be a 10X goal, I think.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, BHAG would be like, what do you want to talk about? Like, what would your talk be about?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's so many topics I could do, but it's just I think, okay. What?
Sorry, but I know that wouldn't your BHAG be to transform the way the world does dating and relationships?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good,
The world. Yeah. Because all these dating apps are worldwide. Not all of them, but I mean, big ones, right? They're,
you can just say people.
I mean, it's crazy.
I don't mean to put words in your mouth, but that's what I think you've been talking about.
Yeah.
Transform the world.
Yeah. Transform the way people do dating and dating apps in that, and it becomes more effective. It's more actually fulfilling and it works.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, for the better, obviously. But
and TED Talks once that's established, I guess. Huh?
Well, and I think too, like this is just a correlate to this, but I think this thing you just taught us, Matt, about this thing I got going right now on my phone, this AI thing that's recording this, right? Will help us too, because one of the things that you and I do, Candace, and it's this too. You and I have 50 pages like this that are floating around. And if we were to start keeping track of these kinds of meetings in the same place, and it would
again, it's organization.
It would systematize this.
Sure, for sure.
I mean, for me, that is huge.
Okay.
I'm going to put that down as a goal, Matt. Is I'm going to make big progress in organizing where I keep my thoughts and my information, because I have like 77 different notes on my iPhone.
Yeah.
Which is, it's great to have all of that, but then
I don't know what's there though.
But we don't. Yeah, it's hard to access, and then. Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, right here, I'm putting definitions of what these things are to help remind us. So your BHAG is your North Star guiding vision.
Mm.
And your 10x goal should feel impossible and eliminate almost all other options. Remember that? So like if you're going to say a good 10x goal would be more like do a TED talk in Q1 2026.
Yeah.
That might feel really scary. Well, just use it as an example, right? Like let it play out as an example. What would have to happen for that to be true?
Yeah. I would just have to, I think what I'd have to start doing is, I don't know, confidence, I guess.
No.
And to speak to crowds. Well, yes. What do you mean, no?
I'm just saying this.
That's part of it.
I know, but you already have it. You don't need more confidence. You just have to be.
Okay, but Ed, just let her let her let her process through it a little bit. Here.
Yeah. I mean, the processing I'm doing a little bit is like, oh, well, maybe I should join, what is that? Toastmasters. What if I got clear as to what it would look like to change the way the world looks at dating apps or just relationships in general, because nowadays like 50% or more get divorced, and then even this younger generation isn't even getting married anymore. A lot of people are just shacking up and and deciding to that marriage isn't worth it, and yeah. So
okay,
but I wouldn't want it to be a lecture necessarily. I'd want information. I'd want to be
okay. So here's a question for you. Why is that a problem?
Finding
who cares?
Do what? What's
why not just let people, not get married, shack up with whoever? Like, why is that a problem?
Because people are effed up. No, I'm just kidding.
That's your Christian,
exactly.
Your Christianity coming in.
Well,
no, I'm not. I'm saying like to clarify that is going to help you clarify your BHAG.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it a problem because people are depressed? People are lonely.
Okay.
People are having. They have broken families, blended families, and and we therapists have job security. Holy cow! There's so much, and then so do pharmaceutical companies.
Okay, this is good. So
the loneliness. Look at all the lonely people.
Yeah.
Depression.
Yeah.
And
now we're talking. Yep. Keep going.
And that's people, not not living in their identity, not they're some are losing hope, right? Hopeless, and resigned.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get the hope back? And whew, okay.
Right. Okay.
And because I was just thinking about our neighbor who doesn't believe in God, and she's really got a lot of problems and struggles, and I just was thinking, how do I talk to her? How could I share with her my sense of hope? Why do I have, how can I, in the secular world, I don't know.
Well, so maybe just by being her friend, that's what you did.
Right. But I'm trying to make a bigger picture. I'm thinking of a bigger picture too, not just our neighbor, but how could that be?
You mean like sharing your faith over
creating
a larger group?
But that's what I mean. I don't know how to do that to a secular.
Right.
Crowd, because you say one word off and they tune you out.
Yeah.
But also not necessarily shy away from it either. I don't know. Well, and then maybe I just need God to guide me, and all is well.
No, but I will tell you one thing, is I've just been sitting back here listening, is that as you just really jumped into this, Candace, I noticed myself, you got kind of nervous, and but all these different ideas start coming out. And I think it's because you're getting closer to something.
My BHAG.
Yeah, but my thought is this for me is just we have to keep at this, right?
Yeah,
because
it's like,
because Matt, and it's almost like iterations, like we're like kind of going down this way. Okay, that isn't quite it, and it's just like, like we're slowly, like you said, Matt, we'll put one down, but then we're gonna noodle through it, and it's gonna change.
And maybe that's what I need to do, is start a podcast.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, yeah, because like I don't know, and I'm sure I don't know what you think there, but like that last couple minutes of you talking is like what we've been trying to do with a bunch of clients, where we just get them talking about what they actually care about without having to think about it in terms of like, how does this sound as a structured offer for my business or something like that. It's not like that. It's like what's actually inside you that you obviously care about, that your experience and your expertise and mixed with your identity and just, your inherent talents and stuff, like that combination of things allows you to see it and think about it, and process it. So like you've had personal experiences, professional experiences, education, observation, interactions, and all these things, and you see this recurring theme of like issues and problems and stuff, right? And it like strikes you as important.
Extremely. Yeah.
So that's what we're getting at, because the better you can articulate that, like you just did essentially, the more you can do that, the more people are gonna who like share the same problems or beliefs or whatever are just gonna gravitate towards you as a voice who can address it. So you don't have to, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's very organic in terms of how you attract people.
And that makes sense, right? Because once you're living in your identity of what God created you to be, if I believe that, if I really live that,
well, and and I think that's what this group is, right? Because you can feel the excitement and the anxiety of this, right?
Well, and I've had that.
I know, but just hang tight. Let me just. What I'm saying though is that, especially being an introvert, like a group like this could be vital because you're now connected to these other people
Mhm.
who are going to push you and you know, because I think like trying to do what you just talked about and doing whatever you're you know on your own.
I'll talk myself out of it.
Yeah, I would. I would.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, that's where the community, like the CrossFit, you know, thing is like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you stop showing up, then people are gonna like text you and blow up your phone. You know, I'm like, what the hell? Where are you? What are you doing? Where are you?
Well,
You know,
and Matt,
that kind of stuff.
I got some feedback from my sister today on this my first podcast. You know, I went through and did a test. You know, and she gave me like two positive things and then like 12 negative things. You know? And I love my sister, but that's just the way she is. She's super blunt. But that could totally just take the steam, the air out of my balloon. But it's not gonna, because I've got people around me.
Right. Right. And that exactly. I mean, how many times in life have people that you respected may have said something that totally discouraged you,
Right.
and you ended up completely dropping. I mean, I remember when I was in high school, I wanted to be an actress and I was so excited. And then I took this acting class in high school, and the teacher or somebody in the class who I really respected said, you know, you really can't act.
Can you?
I mean, you laugh, but that makes me angry.
And then, yeah, it was awful. And then I believed him.
Yeah.
And I said, well, all right, I guess I won't do that.
Yeah. Right.
But you know, and I was, you know, I was what, 15, you know, very, you know, vulnerable to suggestions and stuff. But
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, but that happens in life, and it's interesting to see where we humans take the rejection or take the hurt, right?
Yes.
And how it stays with us.
There's a podcast episode talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Our topics are endless.
Okay, but are we going to do it?
Well, the thing is, I need to get organized.
What? You what?
I need to get organized.
Well, there's a belief you can unpack too if you want to shift gears. Like,
And
is organization actually necessary, or is that a procrastination type of thing? You know what I mean? Because it's like, what if all you really need to do is get focused?
Yeah. And own and accept that you're not very organized, or I'm not very organized, and we still do it. I mean, literally, Woody Allen, who's a great writer. I know
he's not that great.
No, he is amazing from his films and stuff. But I heard a story about him. You guys love this, and then I got to go. He said that literally when he would write his books or his screenplays, he would do them in the coffee shops, and like he would have like 150 different little pieces of paper, you know, and like on the back of matchbooks, and he just accepted that that's how he worked.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acceptance is a whole nother concept.
You guys, I got a client.
What?
Who's 35.
Okay. All right. I feel like I did all the talking. Thank you guys so much.
Well, yeah. No, he didn't. Ed did plenty.
No, I got quiet near the end. Matt, and you guys are awesome. Love you.
I appreciate you. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thanks,
Oh,
man.
Merry
Likewise.
Christmas, guys.
Okay. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, did we get Candace? I mean, we don't have to go right this second. Did he get kind of like to a good point here where you?
No, this is it's got things spinning for sure, and it's exciting, and you know, just you saying TED Talks in 2026. I mean, yeah, said the first quarter Q1, but
Right.
like
Right.
what? But the thought of, you know, that process is fascinating to allow yourself to go. Mm-hmm.
And the first time, if you do a podcast, it doesn't have to be real. You can just practice. Mm-hmm. You can basically just be recording yourself on your computer and make it feel real, but then it takes so much of the pressure off.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to like actually set a goal that you felt more, you could say like podcast. Yeah, you can start a podcast in January.
Yeah.
Especially
Okay.
if you have Ed who already knows how to do it. So that piece is already.
Yeah.
But like what I like about, applying the 10X methodology is that when you start to think about, if you actually were thinking about a TED Talk in Q1, it clarifies exactly what's needed for that. Like there's no like, you know what I mean? It's like, wow, I have to know exactly what I'm going to talk about, have it researched and supported. You know what I mean? Have my authentic beliefs and passion, the things I care about and all that kind of stuff, like all clarified and down into a talk. And I have to figure out how to get on a TED Talk.
Yeah.
Right. But like it clarifies the roadmap as it becomes very unambiguous what has to happen. Whereas like, I want to do a TED Talk someday does not do that.
Yeah, exactly. 20.
So
that's fun. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
Thank you for.
I might send you your guys' thread here from this recording.
Okay.
Actually, and do you know, just to plug a little bit of a service that we do. So like this is a service we offer at Free Flow CEO. We take the individual feed, because in Riverside, every microphone has its own feed that we can extract. So I could download your guys' video audio separately without anybody else talking. And then we take that and we run it through our production software and we come up with like viral reels and shorts clips you can use on social media.
Wow.
So that's something we can do. We usually charge like $100 for 4 of them for like a month's worth of stuff, one a week for a month type of deal.
Yeah.
And we just run it through and send them to you, and then you can use them on your socials however you want. So, but that's like already being done because we're already recording, or the first step is already being done because it's being recorded.
Right.
So anyway, just FYI, but I'll send you your reel, like your full thing, and you just have that.
Okay.
Because I want you to be able to go back and listen to what you were saying.
I love that this is an option though, because that's cool. Yeah. That could really, because the more assistance, the more I can, what do you say? Just like, what was that? Give to have someone else do it for me. What did you say? Outsource my life.
Outsourcing.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's what we're trying. That's the mission of our business. The Free Flow CEO thing is like help people offload the tasks that they need to do but don't get done and don't want to do and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure.
Because I believe that's why millionaires become billionaires, because they figure it out that they don't have to do this busy work.
Agreed. Yeah, they do less and less. Yeah, exactly. Or at least they do more of fewer things anyway.
Right.
Nice.
More focused. Okay.
Yep.
Focused. All right. Are we going to meet next week, you guys?
Yeah.
The 29th.
I can. Yeah. When are you off, Anne? You off the next week after that?
I'm off the 4th.
Yeah. 5th, 6th.
Yeah.
Monday's the 5th. Yeah.
Yeah. 4th.
No,
to
but
the
we're
10th.
good to go. I'm good to go next week. We don't have any.
Okay.
Monday. It's not holiday or anything. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Awesome.
All right. Have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas, you guys.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Bye.